All right, today first graders, we're going to work on our facial features and the details of our Pete the Cat. And I'm going to start with the eyes, but you can start with any of the facial features that you want first. I folded a piece of white paper for my eyes. You can use whatever color you'd like. I think white looks pretty good. And you can make sort of a football shape or an almond shape and cut it out. I want to try and cut around my pencil lines so my shape is big. But I'm going to flip that over when I'm ready to glue so that I don't see the pencil lines. So I can glue those on eventually. Then I've got my ears I can add details to, such as some pink triangles. I can make a nose by making a triangle and cutting that out. That can go upside down on my Pete the Cat. And then I'm going to let you use a Sharpie today. That's a permanent marker. If you'd like to use that to make your mouth, you can do that today. That would look something maybe like this. And I'm going to show you how to make paper whiskers. If you'd rather just make whiskers with a marker, you could do that. But I think paper whiskers usually stand out really nicely. So I grabbed a scrap piece of paper and I'm going to cut some really skinny strips. They're even skinnier than my pencil. And I'm going to cut about 6 of them so I can have 3 whiskers on each side. Maybe you want more whiskers, maybe you want fewer. It's up to you. But these are pretty skinny. Then when I glue them on, I would probably want to put glue here. Then I can just stick them on really easily. Some students, they try to put glue on these skinny little papers and then their hands get all messy. You can use the Sharpie marker to do other details. Some students like to make the eyes a little more detailed. You can do that. If you find a Sharpie that doesn't work, you can throw it away and pick a new one out. My older kids have been using them quite a bit today. Then I'm going to show you how to make a shirt. It's hard to find paper that's big enough for the shirt, but you can look in the scrap box. If you find one that's the right size and it'll cover most of Pete's body, you can grab one. You can find a bigger one if you're worried that you might not have enough paper. And you're going to estimate today. You're going to kind of guess where Pete's shoulders are. And you can make your shirt bigger than your shoulders. And I'm going to even make it bigger down here so that it goes off the page. I can always cut it smaller later. When I cut this out, I can cut the pencil lines right off, or if I have pencil lines showing, I can flip it over. Then I'm going to show you how to make kind of a fancy collar, like Pete in his story that we just read. When you make a collar, you can cut right down the middle of the top of the shirt, and you can just kind of fold out the pieces, and that looks like a fancy collar for Pete. If you'd like that, you can do that. You could make a necklace for your cat, a collar for your cat, maybe a bow or some earrings. You can add another cat or other details, whatever you'd like. Just make sure that you are gluing on all of your details so at the end of class, when it's time to put these on the drawing rack, nothing falls off. Some students really, really like to make music notes in the background because Pete is such a musical character. Mrs. Knockreiner would just love this project. So there I go with my music notes. I'm making them with Sharpie. Some students also make other details in the background. You decide what you'd like to do today with your Pete the Cat.